Hi everyone, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today to share what I've been making. Everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website, and you'll find links to our website and all the products and tutorials I talk about below. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, because every Friday I bring you a video packed full of sewing goodness. If you can't wait a week and you need a bit more sewing inspo, do jump on and have a look at our Instagram account, where I share daily posts on the grid of what I'm currently making. I share sewing tips. You'll get to see some full length photos of what I've made as well. So do jump on and have a look on there. So let's get started with what I've made this month, which is this lovely denim dress, which I'm absolutely thrilled with. Just feels like my denim dress of dreams that I'm going to wear all the time. It's McCall's 8139, and I'll talk to you a bit more about that in a minute. But it's got waist darts and bust darts to give you a really nice fit on the bodice. It's got patch pockets, a collar without a stand, so just a normal collar, and then it's got darts on the skirt there to give you that shape. It's also got a yoke across the back and some nice opportunities for some lovely top stitching detail. And I don't know if the camera will pick up this intersecting seam here, but I was really pleased with that. Had to line up the top stitching, the centre back seam and the waist seam there, and just managed to get it spot on, which, you know, is always a nice feeling, isn't it? And there is actually a close-up shot of that on our Instagram account if you want to have a better look at that. But yeah, it's also got pockets, which I know a lot of you like, and then lengthwise it is just above the knee, so really nice length for everyday wear. Feels super comfortable in this. The fabric is a gorgeous chambray fabric, chambray denim that we've got on the website. We haven't got much of this left, it is discontinued, so it will just be what's there is there and then it's gone. But yeah, I really love this fabric, love this dress. I found these buttons in my stash and they were just perfect for it. Lots of opportunity for lovely top stitching here on the pockets, on the button band. Really thoroughly enjoyable make. So let me just talk to you about the pattern, which is McCall's 8139. It comes with 3 views. View A, which is the one I've made here. View B is the same as this, but they omit the patch pockets and it's a long sleeve. And then view C has got the patch pockets, a long sleeve, it's a midi length, and then it's got belt carriers and a belt that you tie in a bow, and they've done it in a floral fabric on the pattern packet, and I think that would work brilliantly. I'd be really tempted to make another one of these because I'm so happy with it. The sizes range from a 30.5 inch bust, 23 waist and 32.5 inch hip, up to a 46 bust, 39 waist and 48 hip. Now I made a size 12 and graded to a 14 at the hip and the waist, so 12 on the bust, 14 on the hip and the waist. Perhaps I could have done a 10 and graded to a 12, because what I found was I made a toile of the bodice, because I just knew with all these darts, I knew it was really important to get the fit right. So I used some calico and I made a very rough toile. I just sewed the darts into place. I didn't make the button band or anything. I just marked where the centre front was on each piece so that I could overlap it and pin it in place and check the fit that way. So very rough and ready, no sleeves or anything, so I wasn't worried about the fit there. And I tried it on, and what I noticed straight away was that there was a lot of excess fabric in the bust area. So I tried taking it in at the side seams, tried fiddling about with it on the toile, and I just couldn't get it to sit right. There was just something not right, and I thought, you know what, I need to make a small bust adjustment here. So all I did was unpicked the 2 front bodice pieces from the back piece, and then I just made a new, altered my pattern. There is a tutorial on this channel for a small bust adjustment. If you want to see it, I'll pop the link below. But I used that to reduce my front bodice pattern piece, do a small bust adjustment, cut out the new 2 front bodice pieces and then attached those to the original back toile piece and tried it on, and the fit was so much better. I'm so glad I made that alteration because you can see the fit's really good in this area now. So I was dead pleased with that. I did then toile the skirt because I thought, well, I need to just make sure if I've gone to all that trouble, I don't want the skirt to be way out. So I toiled the skirt and attached that to the bodice just to see how that all fitted, and immediately I could see that the skirt was too big in this area. I haven't really got a very hourglass figure there. I've got curves down here but not up here where most people have got them, quite sort of flat there. So the skirt was protruding out a bit too much there for me, but I decided to just go ahead and make it because I knew I could make those alterations in the actual fabric and just taper the seams and take some off the side seams there, which is what I did. And again, there's photos on Instagram of exactly how I do that process and how I make sure that the 2 sides match. So what I usually do is just pin the fabric so I can see where I want the seam line to be, and then once I've marked that on one side, I lie that side on top of the other side, put pins through the chalk line so that they come through onto the other side of the dress, turn it over, and then I can mark the same line with chalk on the other side, and then you get a symmetrical alteration on both sides. So yeah, do hop onto Instagram and have a look at that if you want more information on that. In terms of other adjustments I made my usual forward shoulder and high round back adjustment. That's all on this channel as well if you want to have a look at that. But that was it for the adjustment side of things, and it really didn't take very long to do that toile and to get that right. I'm so glad I did it because I think it just wouldn't have worked at all if I hadn't have done that. I think it would have really not fitted very well in the bodice and that would have spoiled the whole dress. In terms of construction, it all came together really well. There's lots of opportunities for lovely top stitching, like on the pockets here, that bit that I talked to you about on the back. I also chose to use a really pretty ditzy cotton lawn fabric that we've got on the website to line the pockets, just for a bit of fun for me really. Nobody's ever going to see that, but I know it's there. And then I did the same as well with the yoke, so I decided to line the yoke, so I just cut out another yoke in the ditzy cotton lawn fabric. And then I did my burrito method, which means you can machine sew the whole thing. There's no need for any hand sewing, and again there's a tutorial on this channel for that, so I'll pop a link to that below for you as well. But that just gives it a lovely neat finish inside. And that was it really. I don't think there's anything else. I think the construction was straightforward and simple. I really enjoyed making this dress. I definitely think I'm going to wear it a hell of a lot. It just feels super comfortable. You know, I've got enough room in it, but the fit feels really good. And just a lovely casual day dress really. I can wear it with trainers or sandals in the summer, and then in the winter I thought I'll pair it with thick black tights and I'll wear a turtleneck and little ankle boots with it. So I think it'll see me through all the seasons, which is great. But yeah, just a thoroughly enjoyable make. The other thing I did do, which is worth mentioning, is when I sewed the buttonholes, a little tip that I picked up fairly recently was to use some fray check, which we sell on our website. I'll try and link that below. So you sew your buttonholes, then you paint the fray check onto the buttonhole, let it dry, and then cut your buttonholes open. It just reduces the amount of fraying that goes on when you cut those buttonholes open, which would have been quite a lot on a fabric like this. So that was a good tip. But all in all, I think that's pretty much everything I've got to say. I would say, you know, it's probably worth quickly whipping up a toile just to make sure you've got the fit right on this one. But an absolutely super pattern from McCall's, real classic that I know I will turn to time and time again. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. As I mentioned at the start of the video, everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website. You'll find links to everything below, and if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.